Cool. So I think we're good to go. Well, today we're gonna do some straight interviews. We're gonna ask people what they think about Trump or Biden 2024. Let's see what reactions we get. Let's go. Trump or Biden?
So Trump, I think I would
Yeah.
vote for him again because the gas prices,
Uh-huh.
he actually knew what he was doing.
Yeah.
He didn't stutter at, one of the conferences and anything.
Mm-hmm.
And Biden could just suck balls,
Damn. Well, I mean, why don't you like Biden? Because nowadays he's just the dude that doesn't even know what to say.
Yeah, he don't know what to do. He don't know how to run things.
There you go.
The gas prices again, everything is just going up. Like this world has just came to shit.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump knew what he was doing. He know what to say and what to do and everything.
Right. And I do agree on that. So, for this election, if Biden gets impeached, because right now he's about to do some crazy shit, right?
Yeah.
What do you think? Are you gonna vote for Trump or are you gonna vote for somebody else?
Nah, I'm gonna vote for Trump for sure.
For sure?
Because he was helping us. He was always giving us free money too. Shit. Give me.
So, what do you think about the whole immigration thing? Because there's a whole thing about that. For Trump,
Honestly, it is kind of messed up, but I just want to have, Trump again to, have our country and states, a little bit more better how it was going. Because now that we have Biden, shit is just rocky.
And I agree on that. I do agree on that.
Yeah.
So, Trump 2024 then.
Yes, Trump 24.
All right. You heard it. Hey, I mean, own opinion, right?
Yes,
And we all.
and whoever don't agree, fuck off. Because everyone has their own opinions,
All right. All right, bro. Who would you vote for, Trump or Biden?
Just because I don't like Trump, I have to go for Biden, bro.
Biden, and why?
Because I mean, I have my own opinions on Biden, and he's slow as fuck. But like at the same time,
Yeah.
I have to go with Biden because like Trump, he did a lot of mistakes and and he can't really come back from that. But I have to go with Biden, man. If I have those two choices.
So I'm pretty sure you know a thing or two what's going on with Biden right now, right?
Right.
He can't talk. The dude's like dementia, right?
Yeah.
But who would you think will go up next if he gets impeached?
If Biden gets impeached,
If Biden gets impeached,
man,
it's a tough question.
Yeah, it is a tough
It's all right.
question.
It's all right. Take your time. Take your time.
Honestly,
Yeah.
I would say like just one of the vice presidents. I forgot their names, but I think one of like they'll be way better than the Biden and Trump.
And Trump. Okay.
Yeah.
So no Trump, and unfortunately not Biden because the dude can't think of.
Yeah, vice president. I have to go with vice president, man.
Sir, what is your opinion on Trump or Biden?
I think Trump was doing good stuff for our country.
Yeah.
And then when Biden came in, a lot of failure. But he actually hasn't taken credit for any of that failure. He just goes and blames Trump for it.
I see. So if Biden gets impeached, which
He won't.
he won't, okay. Who would you vote for then for 2024 if he does?
I would vote Republican. I don't
Okay.
know if I'd vote for anybody in particular.
Okay.
I've never been a huge Trump fan, but I do think that I do agree that he's done some good stuff that doesn't get any credit from the
Okay.
mainstream. But I don't think he would be the right fit anymore because there's too much opposition against him
Right.
that stops him from doing his job properly.
I see.
There's too many of the opposite side wanting to degrade the president because they don't like what he does because it doesn't match what they want. It seems to me like Democrats just want war nowadays,
Yeah.
and it's the Republicans. It's like switched compared to what it was.
Yeah.
Republicans seem to want more peace. However, the established Republicans are just like the Democrats.
I see.
So when you talk about Republicans wanting peace,
Yeah.
it's more of an offshoot of Republican, since the Republicans used to be the people of war. So with a person like Trump that doesn't want war, which is a lot like John F. Kennedy, the military can't have that. See, America doesn't really run without military and war anymore.
Right.
If we didn't have that, we would be a third world country already, I think.
I see.
Because they sent all our jobs overseas.
Yeah.
And then when Biden came in, he closed everything else down. So now we're sitting here working at restaurants and gas stations doing this, rather than having good paying, high paying jobs in manufacturing
I
and
see.
such.
So one last.
To these people, we need to get the people out of office that are long since past retirement
Yeah.
because they do not belong there anymore. And they're too old. I mean, you see Mitch McConnell. You know what I'm saying?
No,
I mean,
yeah, I do.
when that happens, you get him out of there, and he's still there. They're acting like nothing ever happened. Same with Pelosi, too old. Biden can't finish a sentence,
Yeah.
and he only has to read what's on his screen, and he can't do it.
I see.
Now, Trump was reading stuff too,
Yeah.
mostly during his trying to reelect. He was reading a lot, and that screwed him up. Because rather than give a passionate speech to people,
Yeah.
he rambled on and on and on with the paragraph after paragraph after paragraph. Right now, he's doing it more from his soul, but then he really failed by just blah 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 blah. You know, he was barely even putting dot periods in the middle
Yeah.
of his sentences, at the end of his sentences. So he failed in that aspect. He should have came from the heart,
Yeah.
talked with power and dignity and the betterment of America like he does, but
Yeah.
with a sense of encouragement that we can get somewhere. And he kind of failed at that. Yeah, I don't, but he's under a lot of, if you were under that much crap from
Oh, yeah.
MSNBC, CNN, NBC,
I agree.
CBS, then it's going to be hard to navigate and do your job correctly when everybody's saying you're doing it wrong, even when you're not.
Right.
So I can't say he was perfect. He sent a lot of money to Israel that they won't even admit to. They'll say 4 billion or something, but it was actually 7.
Oh.
They won't say that. They won't talk about that, but it's the biggest check he's ever signed, and he gave no real reason for that.
I see.
So I'm tired of all our money going out of country when we desperately need it here for even they talk about fixing inner city stuff up.
Yeah.
Well, $120 billion could have done a lot to that.
That's a lot.
And instead they shame us, saying, well, you don't like Ukraine, then just, shame on you. It's like, well, what does Ukraine have to do with anything?
Right.
What did Russia do to us? Nothing. But see, this is the way they stabilize America, with the system, the military system. And it's all we got left.
Yeah.
And they don't want people to understand that. They don't want them to know that. The military generals didn't like Trump because he didn't want war. But without war, there is no America the way we know it. It would just go to third world.
I see.
It's where we get our money in. So all the other countries pay us to be there to mess with elections and everything else. The problem is they started doing that same thing here, like they would do in Cuba. Biden did not win that last election. He was not that popular. He barely had enough. He barely had these people you see right here.
Yeah.
He barely had that in the crowd when he was speaking. They never pointed the camera to the crowd,
Right.
because there wasn't any. So how does he get that many votes? You cheat.
Only God knows, probably.
Yeah.
Cheating probably. I
You
would agree on that.
You have to, because he wasn't even really doing a presidential. He wasn't going around talking to anybody. He was hiding in his basement the whole time. And while all these other presidential candidates were actually out there talking to people, and now his regime doesn't want anybody to debate. Without talk and debate, we can get nowhere. And we're a free country, which means just because the government says something doesn't mean we're supposed to do it.
Yeah.
It's our say of what the government does. The government works for us,
Yeah.
but they've been doing it so long that in their minds it's the other way around now. They think that we work for them. But they'll call Trump out for farting in public and try to get him arrested,
True. No, yeah, very true.
So it's been very one-sided. It's been very obvious that it's been very one-sided. They've been lying to our faces so badly, trying to gaslight us and all this stuff, including global warming. And we're all sick of it, the people that do understand what's going on and see what's going on. YouTube, before Biden got elected, they ghosted all my comments. To this day, nobody thumbs them up, nobody answers to them.
Yeah.
The only persons that do are the message me India people that are conning people. That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. Otherwise, nobody sees my comments anymore. And
Right.
it's because I was saying
Yeah.
that before Biden even got elected, that he
Yeah.
looked like he was losing his mind. He was going senile.
Yes.
And then I said that it looked like he was on certain medication to stop him from that.
Yeah.
And then you could tell when that medication wasn't working so well. And then they had to get him out of our sight for a while until the body can get rid of that and they can put that medication in him and have it work again. But without it, he's nothing anymore. He's failing so fast.
Oh yeah.
Eh,
I've seen it lately.
yeah.
Bad. Really
Yeah,
bad.
a lot of people have, but my disappointment is
Yeah.
Democrats completely ignored that and tried to tell us we weren't seeing what we were seeing. And then all of a sudden, now that it's election season, they'll come out with it. It's all a plot. It's all a ploy. It's all BS.
Yeah.
So they can get what they want. They say the world's a stage and we're just players in the game.
Yeah.
And that's true. You know, we all have a part in this, some bigger than others.
Yeah.
I do think that one of the ways to make things better is, of course, making it to where there's a certain cutoff date, whether it's retirement age
Yeah.
or you can only have two service, you know, in one section. Like
Yeah.
like you could be in Congress for 2 terms or
Yeah.
a governor for 2 terms or whatever that is. But to be a lifer in that is wrong because it doesn't give anybody else a chance to come in, new blood that knows the new stuff going on. These people
Yeah.
are stuck in the old age.
Right.
And the other thing is like, say you're a mayor, so you would get paid what everybody in your mayor area that you're in charge of,
Yeah.
you equal their stuff out in an average, and that's what that mayor should get paid. The governor, you take the state and average out what people get paid, that governor should get paid that. And what happens then is that mayor and that governor will try to bring in jobs, bring in more work for people, make their cities better for the
Yeah.
people in them so that they can make more money, so that average goes up and that mayor and that governor can get more money. But they don't deserve it when they're ruining these places and still getting paid a specific percentage or a specific amount. So that, you know, like Chicago or Detroit, you know, those people in the high-ranking offices are making bank, yet their people are on the streets basically.
Oh, yeah.
That shouldn't be allowed. If those people aren't making that much money, neither should that mayor, neither should that governor. And I think that would actually also bring, say you wanted to be the mayor of Beverly Hills.
Right.
So there'll be a lot of competition for that. So that would keep a competition type thing going rather than somebody just sitting there the whole time. And it'll also have somebody, say in Detroit, say, you know what, I'm going to bring a car manufacturer over here. I'm going to get all these people working. I'm going to start making more a year.
Right. Oh yeah.
And so if we gave them an incentive to do their job and give them more money for doing it, but not just give them the money whether they do it or not, I think it would work out a little better.
That's a lot to digest, you know, and it's very important. And I'm glad you mentioned YouTube because it is actually going on YouTube,
Right.
and hopefully, you know, it doesn't get banned. Which, if it does, then it's fine. I'll just post it on another platform.
But you see the
But yeah.
problem with that, right?
Yeah.
We're in America where there's free speech.
Right.
Yeah, you're putting it on a free platform and it's getting banned because it says something they don't want people to hear.
Right.
That's not America, that's Cuba. You know, that's what they call Russia. And again, back to Russia,
Yeah.
when's the last time Putin threatened us? So why have we been after him for the last 15 years? You know, we've been setting this Ukraine thing up for like 15 years with, I forget that governor's name, Lindsey Graham, I think it is. And he's been setting up this war all this time.
Yeah.
How many Ukrainians have died? You think anybody cares? It's sad. They'll put a badge on, they'll put a keychain on, they'll say they care, but they don't mourn over one single person that died over there. And it's really sad
Right.
because you're just trying to make face instead of being real with yourself and everybody else. They don't want us talking. And when we start talking, their plans go out the window and we get what we want. And that's the way it should be. And so they stop talking. They tell you stop critical thinking. We'll think for you. Doesn't sound like America to me. When I see people your age
Yeah.
doing this,
Yeah.
it makes me happy that there could be a future here.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole problem, is people my age and down didn't get taught the importance of governance.
Yeah.
And they just turned a blind eye to it.
Alright
And let these
guys,
people
that's going
take
to be
over.
the end of the video. This concludes this day, actually, this day of recording. It was very short because the camera died. I might have to, obviously obligate it to buy another set of maybe batteries for the camera. I've been trying to record with the phone, but I don't know what happened to the app for the little microphone. Maybe, I don't know, some bug issue, but I will try to make more videos like this. This will be edited. I'm a little sick. I'm a tiny bit sick, but still. I hope you guys like the little introduction, to the series that I'm gonna be doing. Some street interviewing, because I think that America needs to hear its people. Even though, I'm not white, even though, I don't have a lot of per se words to to say about governance and political issues. I do have like a set of, not dreams, but I do want to hear what the people want to say, because like in the interview with Jake, it was actually cut down because we went from topic to topic. But I tried to get back into the actual questions, because we actually talk about what the California status is, the blue state, a little more about real estate, and how the government wants to see us just as working laborers, like always, because I have to agree with we need at least some kind of working force. We can't all be like millionaires and stuff like that, right? I'm pretty sure that if you stuck to the end, you can agree with that. Not everybody can drive Lamborghinis and have like $6 million mansions. That's not really how it works, right? Because the world would collapse. Not will, would collapse if that was able to happen. But with the rise of the internet, everything is possible now. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Oh yeah, as I was saying before I end this, I know it's just the words, but yeah, I hope you enjoyed it. Oh yeah, actually, before, I'm trying to see which one did you guys like. So I want to see what the young people have to say about Trump or Biden, right? Because I understand that not a lot of us are informed. Even myself, I'm doing my research. We are not informed all about politics, governance, and Republicans and Democrats and socialism and fascism and socialism and Nazi. I don't even know, right? There's so many, but I'm doing my research, and I want to know which kind of persons you want me to, because it's obvious, right? We want to target the, not the old people, but the experienced people, right? The people that know about this, not like super experts and like degree high, but what the people thinks. I want to know what the people have to say about Trump or Biden, or any other questions in the future. Because what I have seen, there's people on YouTube, asking like, what's your body count, bro? What's your body? I mean, it's cool and everything, right? But there needs to be a channel that needs to hear the truth. I will be careful on what to put and what not to put, because I don't want to start over and over and over again, because that could be a pain. It could be a pain to, not mental health, but just a pain in the channel, and all the videos that we'll be posting, because it's editing. I will be having more persons. I will try to prospect more people. It is very hard, as you can tell. It is actually like kind of sales, door knocking pretty much, but instead of door knocking, I'm just asking persons. I'm trying to find the pitch. I'm trying to find everything. I know this was like a little side outro, the sick outro, but I'm still trying to recover from that. I don't know what happened to me. My vocal cords has just tangled. I can't sing like I used to, because I gotta, I can sing. No, I'm just kidding. I can't sing for shit. But anyways, just to end off this little side note of 5 minutes almost, I want you guys to let me know down in the comments what you think about the video. I'm trying to record and get the opinions of youngsters and, the older folks, the more experienced people, the people, not just several people, right? Not just politicians. I want to hear the voice of the people, right? Like we America, we the people, right? And so I hope to unite with them, and I'll see you guys in the next time. Peace.